lousy pick. Hi, it's the Great Vanzini. I'm back. I'm going to do a real quick, couple of quick ones. They're interesting Danelectro pedals. One is the corned beef reverb. So there's no battery in it, and off the clean tone. And a little bit of reverb. I got kind of a slapback. Maybe a little too much. That's a little better. Rattling tools on my desk here. I've got all sorts of extra things I've been working on my little workshop desk here, and everything's rattling. So it's the corned beef reverb by Danelectro. It's got two knobs on it. One is the mix and the other is the high cut, and we can really mix it in there. Turn the high cut all the way up. I don't know what that does actually. Oh, if you turn it all the way up, it's gone. Cuts it out. Okay, well, that makes sense. Bring it in a little bit. Let's turn it all the way down. See what it does. Yeah, okay, so that gives you... I don't like that. It's too much. It's way too much. I got the mix all the way up too. But anyway, that's the Danelectro corned beef reverb. And I looked all over for this thing, and I don't know if you can even see it, if that's going to show up well enough. I'll take a close-up of it. They were hard to find, actually, when I bought this one, and they were a little more expensive than the other Danelectro. So apparently this is one that's slightly more sought after than the others, is my guess, or they didn't make as many of them and they're just harder to find. That's the other possibility. But that's it for the Danelectro corned beef reverb. It's really got nice. The high cut pretty much, it's kind of almost like a tone control on a guitar. It's an all or nothing. Yeah, it's got a little room. It's got a little wiggle room in there. I actually kind of like it. It's one of the Danelectros are fun to collect. I don't care for a lot of them. That's one that I actually kind of, I'm fond of that one. And the next one I'm going to show you I'm also fond of. And we're going to go to that here next in just a couple minutes. So we'll cut right here. Hi, it's the Great Vanzini. I'm back, and I got my pedals mixed up, so you'll have to bear with me. Instead of pulling out the other reverb, the echo, I pulled out the chili dog. These all have food names. Remember, yesterday or the other day. The last video, the first video on the Danelectro was the bacon and eggs amplifier. The metal distortion was called the black coffee. The reverb I just did was called the corned beef. And now I have the chili dog octave. And it's almost got a delay in there. I'm not sure what that is. But the octave, let's just see what we can do here. It's got an on-off button, just like most of them. Octave 2, octave 1. Let's just go with octave 1. I think there's something wrong with this pedal maybe, so we may have to ditch this because it's just giving the bass note and then a harmonic. Well, it worked great the last time. Now it's working fine. It seems to cut out and have a problem when I get down low on the low A, on the A string and the E string, low E. So that's octave 1. So there's 3 buttons. It's octave 1. It is, I can't read that. I mean, even with glasses. I think it says direct. That should be the amount. And the more you turn that up, the more it lets the real note in. I think. There I can hear the guitar note. It's terrible. That's just terrible. I don't remember it being terrible. Anyway, that's octave 1. Let's go to octave 2. See what it does. I would think it would be a higher octave. Well, this is attempt number 3. This is the third Danelectro. I just tried the chili dog and it didn't work very good. I did the corned beef reverb before. It worked. It actually was not bad. It worked pretty nice. I mean, I remember I had to pay more for this than the other ones on the corned beef reverb. Now I have the BLT. Slapback. My recollection is this does almost nothing but slapback. My recollection also is that it does it really well, although I don't see the need for that because with the corned beef you could use the reverb on that. You can dial in a slapback that's totally good, that I think's about as good as this one. So Now the number of repeats, it's still pretty much a slapback. It's pretty limited. It's not like you can elongate that out to do. With slapback, we want one. So the option are the repeats and the mix of how much you want. Yeah, so even with the mix down low and the repeats turned all the way up, you're getting too much bleed through. So for slapback, we want to keep those repeats down. We can go ahead and add. Yeah, getting there. And so that's it. There's not much to show on these or to talk about. They're so simple. They do have an override off. If I wanted a quick slapback echo doing studio stuff, instead of pulling out my Vox Delay Lab, which is like this big and programmable and takes you quite a while, it's really good for studio work. But the issue is you got to dial that stuff in, and there are some presets on there, but you still got to tweak them like that. Something simple like this. If I was in the studio and said I want a slapback, I wouldn't mind using this. That would work. If the Anyway, that's it for now. That's going to be a fairly short and I guarantee you quite a boring little video. But the Danelectro pedals are really fun. But the BLT slapback echo, I would recommend that. They're cheap. And the corned beef reverb, I would recommend. And I will take